This is Marketing of Today. I'm Cesar. Let's go! Hey, Raysa, how are you today?
Hi, Cesar. I'm great.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. We've been thinking about doing this for a while.
Yeah, I know.
But, you're busy lately. We'll talk about more in detail about what she's busy on. But I appreciate you being here, and I know that you've been doing great things. You quit your job.
Finally, bendito, no. I'm grateful though. I'm glad I did. I think I made the best decision.
But I mean, you were on that path to doing that for a long time.
I was.
You built everything before quitting your job, which is something that a lot of people out there say, oh, how do you do that? I can never do that myself. That's so crazy. You have to do it little by little. You were giving 18-hour days for how many years?
I was working at the courthouse for 8 years.
Wow. And
8 years.
Doing real estate for how many?
I've been a licensed realtor for about 18 years.
Wait. So you were a licensed realtor.
2006, I got my license.
The economy went to south. You said, oh, I'm not doing this right
I did
now.
it for 2 years.
Let's do something else.
Uh-huh.
¿Y después?
The market crashed in 2008, right? I stopped doing real estate. Then I requested my license back in 2007, 2008.
Okay.
Mentira. 2000, when was it?
We're talking about dates here.
Espérate. 7 years ago?
Okay. So 7 years ago back, 2022, we're in 2015.
2015. Yes, 2015.
So 2015, you requested your license back. You came back into the real estate game, but you were in the courthouse at the same time.
Right, I was.
Because you needed to maintain paying the bills, people. You still got to pay bills. But it's hard, this freelancer
hard.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, people that work for the government usually need a second job.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have great benefits.
But not a lot of income.
The pay is not as great, right? So that was my side hustle.
Okay, so and then from there, the economy came back up.
Yes.
Real estate started becoming more important. 2020 happened.
Yep.
Real estate kaboom. And then what made you make the decision? That was a trabalengua, like we call in Spanish. Make the decision of starting in the real estate world again and leaving your, 9 to 5.
So again, I needed an extra job, right?
Yeah, but I know, but you had both jobs.
I had both jobs, right.
And also during the pandemic, you had the luck that you were doing the things from home, right?
I was working from home, but again, we couldn't really go out during the pandemic.
Because you had to be in the computer, right?
So I really didn't do much during the pandemic.
Okay.
Right? I decided to leave after I joined Lifestyle, to be honest with you.
And you joined Lifestyle?
Because I was hesitating for so long whether or not to leave my full-time job.
Before you were in a different brokerage?
Yes, I was at a different brokerage with family members. I was doing good. Okay. Right? But then I left that brokerage in December 2021, right? Okay. I joined Lifestyle in December 2021.
Little over a year.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
2021. Last year.
Oh, you just joined?
Yes, in December 2021.
Things move fast, huh?
Yeah. And then in May of this year, May of 2022, I quit my job.
And can you please take me through that thought process? Because I know you might help someone out there who, is a little hesitant. You're a mom of 2 kids.
I'm a single mom.
Exactly.
2 kids.
I was going to add that part. Single mom, 2 kids. It's rough out here. So what made you make that decision to go full on real estate? This is what I believe in, and with Lifestyle too.
So I have to give credit to some people out there, right? Mm-hmm. Including JT, Eric Estevez, Chris Delgado. They pushed me to actually make the decision of switching brokerage, right? Okay. They offered me a great opportunity. I saw so much for me to grow potential, with Lifestyle, so much potential. And I think I made the best decision because as soon as I joined Lifestyle in December, in May, I was already done with my full-time job because I was so busy and so much work and not much time. Like I had a full-time from 8:30 to 4:30. Then I had to go to events. I have to go to show properties. I do a lot of rentals too. I work with different property management companies. And
Which the rental market will never die. Everybody needs somewhere to live.
It'll be
Everybody
always
needs somewhere to
good
live.
money. Always. There's always money on the rental business. So then by May, I was already out of my full-time job. And and then by August, I had already I was offered the position of the branch manager in Lifestyle.
You wanna take you're like a plane
Because
about to take
it's
off.
like that.
You're about to. This is like a plane
Quick.
about to take off.
One after the other.
I see that. Yeah, and congratulations.
Thank
Not
you.
a lot of people get that so quickly. That means that you put in the work and you show your potential and you're killing it.
Because I give my all, and people, I guess people see it, and when
you have a good heart.
I was raised well.
I love you.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
You have a good heart, and you can see that. And something that is really hard to find these days is people with good heart que no tengan malicia. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. I have a great family. I was raised by my grandparents. I was raised in DR. I came here when I was 14.
Oh, wow.
Good schools.
See, I was about to say that. Porque that has a lot to do with if you were raised here, you don't have the same heart sometimes because you're so focused in work and stuff. But
it depends on
the parenting?
Also the parenting a lot.
Okay.
It depends on that too.
Well, I feel like, I actually had, let's say, the benefit or fortune to spend half of my youth in DR. So from 1 to 10.
Right.
And then 10 to 18 here. And then I went back.
Okay.
I spent 6 years over there and came back, and now I have 4 here.
Okay.
So I've been
here and over there. That's good. Well, that's good.
in all honesty, I feel like there's something with living in a place for a long time, especially neighborhoods, right, or towns or cities. You get to learn the area. You get to live the area. My mom loves moving. She loves finding new places to live. So we're always moving around. I honestly wanted to experience for the first time in my life to stay in one spot for like 10 years because I have never had that.
Wow.
Right? So my goal and something that I'm always thinking about is like I want to buy a house. And the reason I want to buy a house is because I want to live in the house for like 5 to 10 years and say, okay, now let's start moving again all the time because, in my future 30s on Thursday, this video probably not, my birthday already passed by the time this video came out.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Early birthday.
Yeah. Well, late.
Late, actually.
Late on the post, early on the video.
Early, yes.
So, like, what I have learned is that nothing happens overnight.
Nope.
And that was really rough for me to understand in my early 20s because I used to put in a lot of work and no results.
I see.
So now it's like 3 years in this business, it like teaches you that if you create the correct branding, if you're on top of your game, if you treat people nice, if you're likable, if you're, if you're engaging, if you respect one another, your name proceeds by itself. It continues building. And imagine if that was 3 years, imagine in 6, imagine in 10, imagine in 20.
Yep.
So that's part of the reason why it's like I want to live in a town so I can get to build with people there. Have my son, which is now 6 months old, 5, about to be 6, like grow in one area where he can have friends.
Yes, so that he can grow with his friends.
Because my brother did get that experience.
Right, and that's an amazing thing. I didn't get that, though.
I didn't get that either.
Because I was also in DR, moving from one place to another place. Then I couldn't even finish high school, graduate over there. So then I came here.
And finish high school here.
Finish high school. I didn't even want to go to my prom. I didn't go to my prom.
Imagine.
I didn't want to go.
That's the same feeling I'm getting when I'm thinking about CJ. It's like I want him to have his best friends from elementary.
Yes, that's amazing. That's exactly what I've been trying to do with my little one, though, because my oldest, she grew up in Newark, then we moved to another town. But my little one, she's growing at this town, and I want her to stay there so that she can keep her friends, because I didn't get to do that.
Exactly.
And my oldest either.
Exactly. So those are things that with age you start understanding the importance that it is, right? Because now it's like my brother has a lot of friends, even though they're now in different colleges in different areas. They text if he comes to New York, they meet up. If he goes to Spain, they meet up. If he goes to wherever, they always staying together. But it's because my mom, when we went back to the ER that last time, she's like, I'm not moving anywhere farther than that school.
Right.
Even though he went to a colegio, but era always around town. It was always around. So 15-minute drive, he's with his friends again. Good. So they always hanged out. So like that was a very eye-opening experience for me, where I understand that builds character, that builds relationships, that builds friendships. And, you know, this is where we are today. Like, you know, we're growing, and this is why this happens all the time. Sometimes you get that trabalengua. And I leave it just like that because it's the reality.
Yes.
Pero, you know, what I feel that you're doing with Lifestyle, and this is where I was going to go back to, is that everybody saw how genuine you are. You know, every event that we went to, nobody has nothing bad to say. You're always smiling. You're always happy. You're enjoying life. You take life as it's come because you're enjoying it every single day. Why? Well, how is that? How can people get infected with a little bit of that?
My life hasn't been easy, right? Why would I let people see that, right? I want people just to see me as someone that actually overcame
all that
stuff, right?
And doesn't live with it.
Correct.
It doesn't carry a backpack on it.
Right. So I'm just trying to.
You're grateful.
Be right, and I'm grateful too. Either
eso no existe ya though.
It doesn't.
People are not grateful for the bad things, right?
Exacto.
And this is the other thing too that I learned. And let me know if you experience this. Whenever you're passing a bad time, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I used to love that from
and nobody
from
needs
people
to know.
I used to love that
for
from
what?
People
what are they
older.
doing for me?
Nothing.
What are they gonna do for me?
What am I gonna win? Posting a comment on Instagram. Today was a horrible day.
I know.
I just woke up and I feel bad.
I know.
What are you gonna say, bro?
I'm sorry.
Feel better.
Well, that's it.
That's it. There's nothing you can do to change my life. In the sense of, I'm going through this. I have to learn. I have to overcome. I learned that. How was your process of learning that?
Listen, the fact that I went through so many different difficulties in my life, and I was able to actually move on in life on my own, basically. Right? I did had a lot of family, you know.
Yeah, but you got to understand what it was by yourself and
by myself,
and in your mind, you process everything.
Always. So again, like. I've heard this from a friend of mine, which it's stayed on with me forever. It's easier for people to look down on you and say, I'm sorry about what happened to you, than looking up and say, wow, you know, you're doing great. You know what I mean? It's easier for them to look down on you than looking up and say, I'm proud of you, or I'm happy for you. And right or wrong.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm proud of, like, remember how I said, I love you, I love your energy, I love everything, because, you know, it's hard to find people that come from dark places in their life, overcame that, and continue building. So it's like, congratulations. And
thank you.
And it, you know, it's like you said, everybody looks at what you do wrong, but nobody celebrates it when you do right.
Very few people.
And the first thing when you walked in here, the first thing you said is, I love everything you're doing. And you know, that takes a special caliber of person.
Thank you.
Eso no existe right now.
It doesn't. It's hard to
Whoever
find.
has it, their parents, they merecen un trofeo. De so, remember the ones, the baseball, the huge ones that they did in DR for softball? Because those are morals that are not taught.
Yep.
And I think that at some point we're going to go back to that. Life will, you know, there's a saying, which I will have to Google it to say it right. You guys probably know it, which is that tough times make strong man make even stronger man, and super strong men make weak man.
Okay.
So I feel like we are in a stage in the whole world, not the whole world, where good times, we have had a lot of good times, because remember in the 50s we had the Depression, all that stuff, right? So we haven't had a fall like that where people are literally starving for a long time. So this is gonna blow up at some point, and then we're gonna go back into an era or a stage in life. Don't know when. I'm not predicting time, but we're gonna go back to where you need to be tough to make it.
You do.
And that's gonna create good people again.
Yes.
And people with good hearts.
That's
and
awesome.
people who go to church and
Yes.
people who understand values. Because right now, the comments, the messages, whatever other people say to other people, it's rough out here. Like, everybody's hating. Everybody's feeling like some type of way.
Everybody's in a competition with everyone else. That doesn't exist for me.
And right now,
Can't.
I feel... I never thought I was going to say this right now, but my best time in my life, the best time in my life, my parents know this, and we all agree, my brother, my parents, and I, was when we were living in Florida. We just got from the Dominican Republic. Tú sabes cuando you get to a new country.
Yes, it's tough.
Especially they came with money. They sold everything. They came with enough.
Okay.
At that time, they came with enough money. It would be like 100,000 today, which is a lot of money from the DR. Pero, como vinieron, lo gastaron.
No.
So they spent all the money. It got to a point where we will go to Burger King with 2 coupons, which it was, you get the burger. Remember how you get the combo and they give you I don't remember if you remember that combo from back then. They gave you the burger and my mom will buy one and my dad will buy one. So one will be for my mom and my brother and one will be one for my dad and me. We will share the soda. And then my mom went to a thrift store.
Store, yep.
Whatever I said.
Where you buy used stuff.
Where you buy used stuff, and she bought the $1 basketball, $1 soccer ball. She bought all the sports. And we used to go to church on Sunday. And then the afternoon, go to Burger King. And then spend time all afternoon in the park. Little did I know that was the toughest time for my parents. I didn't know that. I knew that later. But at that time, we were living the world of our life, because the best time of our life, because we were just enjoying each other.
Yep, and that it's tough to it's hard to actually. That's quality time, right? For them.
When money comes.
Oh man.
So my parents started making more money. They were more busy. They had to do more things to be able to produce the level of life we were living. It got to a point where it was like Sundays, it was, oh yeah, we go to church real quick, then we go to a party, then we go this, but we had always compromisos. We always had something to do. It was never like, oh, let's just go to the park.
There was no time.
There was no time. So the best quality of life for me was then. And now,
without even you knowing, they were struggling.
Now for me is like, and it's hard for me to communicate this to people because we're in a business world and you can't just say this because people find it offensive. But it's like, listen, right now for me, the best time is going home when I don't have nothing to do to be with my son. Because I'm so busy doing everything else that I don't have time to be there.
You have to. You have to make time.
Because I need to show that baby morals and values. Because if I want him to become the man that I want him to become, he needs to understand. I don't need to buy him the last PlayStation. I don't need to buy him anything. I just need to teach him and play with him and have fun and show him that the world is more than just this.
Yep, I agree. Trust me, I have guilt sometimes with my girls because I do feel like I have to spend more time with them. And I think that's every mother, right? Mm-hmm. When we work so much, we all feel this way.
Yeah, but but you have to. In your case, you have to.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who don't, and this is what I'm trying to teach my son. Like, whenever you get married and have a son and have a kid with someone, it's time to get committed to that person. Because as a single mom or as a single dad, it's rough for the kid, not the parents.
Nope.
So, when I found out that I was going to be a father, it was a very surprise moment. I did 5 tests, by the way.
Oh my God.
So 5 tests. It was a damn, I didn't know this podcast was going to turn into this.
I know. It's interesting.
So I found out that it was going to be a boy. Well, not a boy, but before I found out all that, I was like, okay, Cesar, it's time to get serious. Ya aquí no tenemos la opción de nada. Aquí he needs to grow into a family nucleus, learn values, learn everything he needs to learn. And any of those pity things that you have as a man, because we have a lot of pity things, you need to put them aside.
Yep.
And since that moment, I just been laser focused in work, my son, and my house.
That's what exactly.
And I think it's my parents' values rubbing off on me a little bit.
Now you understand.
Now I understand, because at some point, so I hope my dad doesn't hear this section. My dad did something wrong when I was about a couple months old. My mom found out, but they got back together. But my dad never has done anything.
That's good.
So he has respected my mom, and even through the toughest times, my dad has always respected my mom, even when she's unreasonable, because sometimes women are a little unreasonable. He has stood quiet, let her take a breather, and respected that she's. And I was like, that is now here, because I feel like I have to respect my wife because that's the mother of my child.
Absolutely.
So even when I don't agree with something, I stay quiet, think about it, and then actions.
Yep.
So it's interesting, and that's why when you grow up with that, like you were saying, those are values that you can't get it a lo loco. And I feel like people are not seeing that right now. They're seeing the Gucci bags. They're seeing the Balenciagas, which today I was watching in the morning because I woke up super early for some reason. I was watching the República Dominicana, actually, from the Dominican Republic. Someone was traveling, and they were carrying substance that cannot be said on YouTube for monetization reasons. And you saw the girl with the Balenciaga, and she's like, I don't know why I did it. And I was like, the first thought that came to my mind, and I turned to my wife and said it, I was like, the reason she did it is because she wants to live a lifestyle that she can't afford.
Exacto. You see that a lot. Yep.
And the only way to do things like that is doing the wrong things.
Absolutely.
So now back to our subjects. Doing the right thing. How do you become successful? Sí, porque se fue, nos fuimos en un tenor.
Doing the right thing? I worked.
But
I worked hard.
But I feel like even when you work and make more money, you don't spend it in stupid shit.
I don't. I still don't.
I go to Target. Listen, I do my thing. I don't care.
Listen, I'm not a shopaholic. I'm not.
Oh,
and I don't.
Do you know coupon hacking?
I don't care about brands. I don't care about none of that.
Do you know coupon hacking?
No.
Yo, I went to Adidas online. I went online and found like 10, like, they could 10 diantres. Bueno, eran 10, pero 3 coupons that I could put together. And shoes that cost $80, not even 100, 200, 300, $80. I bought it from 40.
Okay.
Y tengo una Adidas nuevecita, como va a comenzar a poner, y todo el mundo va a decir, oh, nice shoes.
Oh, okay, send it to me.
No, Puma has the same offer.
Oh, right.
So it's like, and you can say, Cesar, you can buy the shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can buy it. But at the same time, it's like, why?
I can't. Listen, I can't. I don't. It hurts me when I see people spending so much money on things like that. It's just maybe because I'm a mother and I have to prepare myself because my daughter is going to college soon and, things like that. Yeah, I have an 18-year-old.
That's a rough.
So
I've been thinking about those days.
I can't. No. I'd rather spend money on a good dinner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Good time.
All day.
Than buying like
Yo te gasto $200 y $300
$900 shoes for what?
I'll spend $200, $300 in a dinner with my wife with no problem.
No problem. Me too.
But she tells me I want to buy these Uggs that just came out. I'm like, nope. Find a discount. When you get it for like 50% off, we'll buy it.
Yeah.
But I won't buy. But I will spend $300 in dinner with no problem.
Because it's quality time. It has no price.
No, when you buy the shoe, you try to sell it the next day. You don't get the same price.
No, you don't. I don't know. It's just me. I've been like that always. I have never.
And you always look on
like
point
spending
too.
Time.
Spending,
thank you, but I don't dress like anything.
It's also
expensive.
the character, right? Because if you come in,
como dicen, no es la ropa, es la percha.
La percha, mi amor. Because
percha.
if you come in. You can come in with the fake Gucci's, the fake everything.
I don't like to wear. I don't like nothing fake.
Pero espérate, estoy diciendo porque yo he visto gente. You can come with a fake, but if you come with the attitude like you have the original, nobody knows.
You can rock anything, of course.
Porque venden fake rollers también. Yo he visto un bar también de gente que usan los fake, I'm sticking to my fossil here, people. Black fossil looks really nice. I can't afford a $10,000 Rolex right now.
Hey. I'm telling you, it hurts me. It hurts a lot when I see that. Like, well, if you can afford it, perfect. Congratulations. Me right now, I'm all right. I'm okay. I don't need $900, $1,500 shoes. I don't need $2,000 pocketbook.
I don't think it also doesn't, like, again, we go back to the character, right? You have the good character, the likable character, which is the reason why you join Lifestyle and everybody likes you, is because you're nice. So I don't think you need that to enter the door. Certain people do need it because they don't have
impress anybody either.
But some people don't have the personality.
Right. And they need to buy stuff like that.
So
I understand.
When they walk in the door, people are like, oh, hey, what's up?
Right.
Because now it's like, oh, I need to work with him. Whatever he does, I need to work with him. Because he has the things on.
Right.
Versus the person who has a nice personality, he just needs his mouth.
That's it.
Well, we know one that uses his mouth a lot. If you're listening, put this in write a comment. But, like, you get to build relationships. And I think that, and what makes me more happy now than ever is that I have built so many relationships over the last 3 years that even if I have to leave this, I know that I'm going to be okay because I got enough people to work with and do different things to where I can build myself back up.
Right. Me, in a year. As soon as I joined Lifestyle, that's when people started to actually know about me. Mm-hmm. Do you ever heard you never heard anything about me.
And I've been doing this for 2 years.
And I never used to go to any networking events. Like, for me, that made no sense.
But you started going to the networking events right before you joined Lifestyle because I met you 6 months prior in the Waterside event, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Right before.
O sea, ahí fue que tú comenzaste networking, you got to meet people, and you were showing your side, your lovely side.
And that's how.
See that smile? That's the smile she gets every time you go to an event.
Everywhere I go, hi. So, no, yeah, it's important. Networking, it's important. And it took me a little bit of time to actually understand that. Mm-hmm. JT taught me that.
That was a guy that I was said about the comment that he's always talking to everybody.
he was here on
a couple episodes. He's been here already in 2 episodes. I think I need to cut JT off.
Yeah, too much.
You've been here two episodes already.
That's it. No more.
Y no me dejaste hablar la gente. Didn't let the other people talk either that time.
No, that's it.
If you haven't watched that episode, go back. It's episode 16, 17, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Seguimos.
No, but it's important. Networking, it's important. In this industry especially.
Yeah, because in your case, right, you don't know who has the listing. You don't know who has the apartment. You don't know who can bring you that next deal that you can partner up with and build. And, having a company like Lifestyle, which now opened a new branch in Rahway. You didn't invite me, but okay.
Don't worry, I got you, honey. We're going to open up we opening up in Jersey City. Don't worry, I got you.
¿Cómo?
You knew about that?
No.
Jersey City.
Let me find out, como dice Romeo. Really?
Yes.
So 3 offices in Jersey.
3 offices, yep.
But basically, you're gonna have the Sea Caucus office as North Jersey.
Yes.
Jersey City as the Central Jersey. And I know
Rahway.
what you guys are trying to do in Jersey City. Those buildings, huh? And then Rahway for South Jersey, which is amazing. Oh, the whole power to you guys. And, I see that in Florida it's going crazy too.
We have 20 offices in Florida.
Imagínate. It's a big state too.
Big state, yep.
And then now you're also doing Dallas. And también viene otro lugar por ahí. ¿Cuál es el otro?
La ciudad que no duerme, bebé.
New York City, baby. Wow. That's a lot of H's.
We're growing fast. I mean, I'm so grateful.
What is and there you go. You brought me to my next question. It's on cue. What is the reason why you guys are getting so much people working with you guys?
We have a culture in Lifestyle, right? The fact that we care so much about people and we're like all coming from like very humble beginnings also. Most of us, right? Even the CEO, the broker of record, George, he's coming from nothing. And we basically, we kind of, right? We reflect on him, right? And the fact that how do I say it? Like, there's no competition in this company. We don't see anybody else as less as anyone else.
There's
right?
enough for
we
everybody.
Help each other out grow, right?
Yeah, that's a good culture to have.
It doesn't matter. it's a culture. It doesn't matter if you're a top producer. It doesn't matter if you're a brand new agent. We all treat each other the same.
That's the reason why you basically get an interview to enter? To make sure that you have the culture?
I didn't. Again, I don't really like to talk about my previous companies or anything like that. But at Lifestyle, I feel home and I can be myself.
Okay.
Right? And I saw growth. Right? I saw a future there because I could be myself, and I see it. And as you see, look how much I grew. Right? I was never 100% secure at my other brokerage because I didn't. Okay, if I become full time, what am I going to do now? You know. So now I feel like they got my back. In Lifestyle, they got me. And that's exactly what I
That's a good feeling to have.
It is. And especially since the first day that I actually went to that office, that was my feeling.
Oh, nice. So you feel the atmosphere, you feel security, you feel like you were in the right place.
Exactly.
Everything aligned for you to start.
Correct. And
Which is amazing.
They saw a lot of me too. So, I'm so grateful to George. I'm so grateful to Chris.
Also, you guys had that recruiting thing. I found out, Chris told me that, Chris Delgado, he told me when we were doing the video for all the billboards, remember that came out?
Which is coming soon again. We're doing that again.
Oh, nice.
Billboards coming up.
He told me about the ¿cómo se llama? I forgot the name he said.
What is it?
When
recruiting?
The recruiting.
Uh-huh.
When they're recruiting and how you guys are not able to build other people up, and by doing that, you guys are all gonna above and
so
take from each other.
Those are
I don't know the details, people. I don't work in that.
So if you bring an agent, you also get a little bit of a cut from whatever they make.
Which allows you even more security.
Of course.
Because imagínate, how many people don't you bring into companies and don't get anything for that?
Don't get anything. So what's the point? You know what I mean? But
so because that's a lot of time recruiting people and explaining to them why they should join.
It is.
It's a lot of investment on that.
Yeah. So people always want to make a little extra money. Yeah. It's a good way to make money.
And when como tú dijiste, when you're a good person, everybody wants to work with you. And if that's the atmosphere that everybody has there,
correct,
it's not going to be hard for them to join. And that's not going to matter. So that's why. So I understand now the growth.
The growth. That's exactly what it is.
How many agents do you guys have? Because I know that you guys updated every.
We have a little bit close to 100 agents in Secaucus and about 50, 60 agents in Broadway.
Those are some numbers.
I would say more. Yeah.
That's a lot of brains.
Yeah, we have. We're doing really good. Thank goodness.
Okay. And the trainings? Because I know you guys have trainings.
We have about 60 trainings a month between New Jersey and Florida. You can do it via Zoom. You can do it in person.
Or the app.
The app. We have an application. Right. Thanks for the correct. Yeah.
Because I saw that. When I saw that, I was like,
we have an application. It's called Lifestyle
you're
One.
A genius.
He is. He really is.
Yeah, because you're now... Okay. Let me explain why the app is a genius move. One, how many real estate agents in total?
About 160, 170 agents.
No, I'm saying in Florida too.
Oh, I mean, we have over 2,000 agents.
All right. So that's 2,000 users of the app, just in agents. And then every homeowner, you're going to say, hey, download the app because that's where you're going to see the properties that we have available. Right. And you're also going to be able to get in contact with us, right?
So the application is...
for the agents?
Just for us.
But imagínate cuando they flip the switch.
Put it this way.
Imagine, George, call me. I got an idea for you.
It's like a Facebook for Lifestyle. That's what it is. You can ask questions. You can get all the documents answers from there. You can get all the logos from Lifestyle. You can communicate with everybody from the Lifestyle company.
Yeah, so you can co-broke and you can do a lot of things.
Yes, you put all the events there. You can everything that you can, all the trainings, and we can do lives there, like Facebook and Instagram. It's like a social media for Lifestyle, right?
Por eso te digo, imagine when you flip the switch into the buyers too. George, call me.
George, llámame.
Llámame, George. But that's a great move because that way now everybody stays with the same communication.
Correct.
You don't have to be you don't have to be relying on email. The email didn't come through.
We got rid of WhatsApp too. We don't have WhatsApp anymore. It's everything's through the app.
So basically, what's your username on the app?
Date quieto.
Eh?
My username is my name, Raysa Castro.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be like it's a Raysa XOXO.
No, no, no.
But so everybody so then you can basically chat with people.
You can.
It's like a DM. So it's literally a Facebook.
Ask questions and everything. It's amazing.
So when you go live, everybody gets the notification?
Yes.
So anybody in the whole company can go in? Mm-hmm. So if you build your brand, which now brings me to another point, people call me. If you build your brand and everybody knows that you're the doer, you're the motivator, you're the one who gets everybody in to the top of the game. Now you do a live on the app and everybody comes and motivates you.
Yes. Everybody can comment. Everybody can ask questions.
You can post videos?
Yes, you can do all that stuff.
So
it's like a Facebook, it's like a Facebook.
So you can create content now for lifestyle.
Correct.
All right, George, I needed access to that app.
Listen, it's amazing. That application, it's a life changer.
That's a good move. That was a great move because that way everybody communicates, everybody stays with the same consistent information. Mm-hmm. If George posts something, everybody gets a notification.
Everybody gets it. Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows what he said. They don't have to go to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or whatever to see that he posts something or didn't post. If anybody wants to do a video saying, "Hey, I have a property in X address," if you want,
everybody gets to see it.
If you have a buyer, let me know.
Let me know. Yep.
Boom. Wow. Co-broking in Florida to Dallas and all that. Everybody can now.
New York.
Now they know whatever's going on in New Jersey. Whatever's going on in Florida. So just in case you have a buyer that calls you that same morning.
They can refer a client through the app.
That's a great move.
It is.
By the way, send them the snippets to George. Again, George, call me. I got an idea.
Llámame, George.
But it was a great move. It's a great idea. And, and I feel happy and good for you because I know that you feel good and you can see it.
I do. I feel very happy.
You feel like you have a little more free time? A little bit.
Well, listen, I just started this new position and I have to give my all for now. You know what I mean? Like we're still getting organized. We have a lot to do. And at least for now, I'm very busy. But I guess after everything is situated and everything is in place, it'll be a little easier for me. But at the beginning, I'm still like,
So are you going to move to the Jersey City location?
No, because my branch is Secaucus. I'm a branch manager for Secaucus. Now I'm going to stay in Secaucus.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
Which is the main office here in Jersey.
And I like Secaucus. I like that town a lot. And you know that I have one of my clients that is building working on 2 properties, but one is building one there with Zito.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's since I saw that house, I was like, can I move in? I love Secaucus.
It's a great town.
It's an amazing town.
We have the train station right there.
City views.
Right there.
Everything is always amazing. You guys have city views from your window. So if you want to have some city views from Raysa's office, you'll be able to enjoy. Is that office in the front that they were building the other day, JT's brother, yours?
Yes.
So you're going to be right in the entrance, supervisor.
No, wait. That office that they were building is for another team that is coming to the office. That is actually in the office. It's a team that is going to take that office.
How many teams do you guys have right now?
In Secaucus Secaucus, we have Oscar de Nunez.
Mm-hmm.
We have Zito. He has a team too. And we have the team with Nick and Esther Lee. I don't know if you know them. We have them. And I have my team also, which is I'm starting to building it up. It's called the Castro Group, TCG.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to ask that question. The purpose of the team is just people that help you, and you help them.
Yes.
Back and forth, right?
So, for example, my team right now,
so you can join her team.
I have 3 amazing realtors on my team, right? Mm-hmm. They were new. I've been helping them out since they started there.
Basically your coach.
I do a lot of rentals, and I get a lot of leads, like for buyers and stuff. So what I do, I just distribute all this inventory to them specifically. Before, I used to give it to the whole office. Now, I have to give it to my team. Yeah. I need to make sure I fit my team, right?
Exactly.
So that's the whole purpose of being on my team, right?
It's amazing.
I coach them. It's
a helping hand. Anytime they have a question, they have someone to call.
They come to me. Exactly. Yeah. So, again, I'm a branch manager. I help everyone else. But with the team, with my team, it's going to be a little different, right? I have to be more hand in hand.
So if you want to join Raisa's team, hit her up, call Raysa.
We're working on a lot of leads, for buyers and stuff. They're doing good. They're really doing really good. One of them came from another brokerage, and as soon as she joined us, she's been doing great. Un saludito a Esther, te quiero. She's doing great, and she's very happy, very grateful too. Mm-hmm. She's gonna be doing great things on this company too.
And it's amazing. And I always say, when you get to help other people, right? Because imagine them coming into an office where they don't know anybody, where they don't understand conversations, when they might not interpretate something that is general, and they might take it as something bad.
Correct.
So it's good that you have a team, and that there's other teams as well where people can join in and build their awareness, build their understanding, and learn, and have that helping hand with any transaction, anything. Because I know that with real estate, it's very tough because you're not closing a transaction
from one day to another.
No, it's 45 days to 90 days to even possibly 6 months.
Of course.
Before you get a paycheck.
Of course.
So having people that can feed you, for example, at some point, maybe that agent needs some money because they're talking to you. You're like, here, this rental's done. Just go show that rent.
40, 50 empty apartments. Go ahead, take pictures. Put them on social media. Put them on Craigslist. Put them on Facebook Market. In a week.
And you already have some money coming in to at least survive.
Of course.
The next couple of months, which is amazing, because not a lot of people do that. Everybody wants to eat for themselves.
No, I'm not like that. I want everyone to eat. Everybody to eat.
Yeah.
We all have to eat.
And again, that's how you build relationships.
Yes.
That's how you build your net worth. Network and net worth. Both. And that's how you grow.
Yep.
So
I agree.
And that's how you stay happy like you all the time and smiling.
Yes.
Bueno, Raysa, thank you so much for being in the podcast. I did not know this was going to go into a confessional from my life to how we grow, but
it was awesome.
I had to explain why it takes that type of caliber of person and learning values, and that's what I feel. That's my opinion. I may be wrong.
You're right, Cesar.
I'm right?
You're right, yes. You're right.
So my CJ, ya tú sabes, when you're watching this video in the future, you understand why your father did the things he did.
Exactly.
Pow, pow. But yeah, so thank you so much for being on the podcast. I appreciate you, and we're gonna continue building together.
Thank you so much for having me.
Any last messages to George? George,
llama Cesar.
Yo, that's gonna be so funny. The whole thing is like the whole time. George, call Cesar. Peace.